me see. Let me see. Let me see. Alrighty. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. It's Thursday,
Yes,
right?
It's Thursday.
It's
all day.
Thursday. And I hope you guys have an even better Friday. And then a restful weekend. And then we back at it again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. Yes. Let's see here. Getting ourselves all set up, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do. How are you guys, man? How's it, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. How are you guys, though? What you guys got going on?
Yeah.
I'm just calling bagger after bagger. You know how I do. Yeesh. Alright, let's see here. We calling bagger after bagger. Let's see here. Let's get ourselves set up. Yeesh. All right. Yeah. Incident.
Call the crime. Get the Crime Stoppers on the phone. Stat.
Yeah. Yeah. She. The atrocities that were committed.
Atrocities.
The atrocities. All right. I remember the Hot Pocket incident of December 25th, 2024.
Lord.
At precisely 12:30. Actually, no, it was 12:27, but we'll call it 12:30. My pizza bagels, not my pizza bagels, I don't eat those. My Hot Pockets were stolen by one person. DBL moms. All right, and then to top it off, now we got the pizza incident of April 30th, 2025. The atrocities never stop, ladies and gentlemen. But Coach ate all my damn pizza. But Coach ate all my pizza, man. It was either Coach or DBL Moms. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there to bear
me.
witness.
I had those my pizza already.
Shaggy, bro.
Shaggy. Shaggy, he pulling the Shaggy card. It wasn't me. Eating my pizza.
Okay.
What next? We're gonna have a chicken tikka masala incident of May 1st. You absolute heretics.
Where were you on April 30th, 2025?
Oh, I know where you were. You were eating my pizza. That's where you were. Chilling at the dining room table. Eating the pizza, looked me dead in the eyes and took another bite.
Wasn't me.
Looked me dead in the eye.
Wasn't me.
Just looked me dead in the eye and said, "Hi, son." No.
Wiped the sauce from the side of my mouth.
Yep. That's exactly what he did.
Oh, no.
Slowly I turn.
I'm like,
Step by step.
Okay.
Inch by inch.
See, I was gonna take a shower, and then it occurred to me. It occurred to me in a dream.
Double moms had said dinner's ready about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago.
Nah.
Maybe I should get over there.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yes. You let him eat the pizza? Man. Can't have nothing here.
Oh, dear.
You know how they say you can't have nothing in wherever? Can't have nothing.
Oh, dear.
Man, the atrocities, man. The atrocities. They keep stacking up. Thank God I had some chicken tikka masala in the fridge, man. Thank God. Thank the Lord. All right. The Lord's holy chicken tikka masala. Thank you.
Oh.
I've been robbed.
We'll have these things.
We've been
We'll have
robbed.
these things every once in a while in the morning called the latest crimes. Lots of music introduction. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't even worry about it though. Don't even worry about it. I got something. I got something for him. I got something for him. Don't even worry about it. I got something. Mm-hmm. 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 There will be revenge is coming. Revenge is coming.
Don't look at me.
You stop it right there, low main thief. You roll that back. I haven't forgotten what you did.
Oh, good.
2 incidents with you. 1 with him.
Yeah.
Can't have no dinner.
That's why we can't have no good things.
This is why we can't have nice things. This is why.
Oh.
Man. I mean, this ain't the first of many these ain't the first of many incidents. These are just the recent incidents I remember. There have been like multiple instances where both of them have eaten my chips. Just mean. Mean. I'm like, what did I do? All right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. hope you guys are enjoying the narrative. The narrative. Yes. It was a rainy night on April 3rd. I think it was raining. It was raining. Yeah, it was raining. It was a rainy night on April 30th, 2025. When I came out the shower and was just about to dig into some pizza, only to find my pieces were missing.
Dun, dun, dun.
And there, at the side of the table, was Coach Nick Money eating my pizza. And he looked at me in my eyes, the windows to my soul, and said, "Oops, sorry, son," and wiped some pizza sauce from his hand while not even from his thing while not even breaking eye contact. Atrocious.
Malicious
Yes, malicious.
and despicable.
And despicable.
Yeah. Heinous and deplorable.
Lord. You would think he's at the bench arguing. Goodness.
Ludicrous
Who
and
had
deplorable.
performed this heinous crime?
Exactly. Who had performed this heinous crime?
Heinous crime or heinous crime. It's a movie reference. If you know, you know.
I don't know, but I will go with it.
Heinous crime.
I wasn't there for that movie.
Oh, you should have been there. It's funny.
I don't watch many movies anymore, strangely
No, not
enough.
anymore. This is from a little ways back, but it was funny.
Oh, yeah, no, then I probably haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Was
you
like,
seen it?
because I know you like to watch black and white movies,
No,
and
no,
I know
no,
you
no,
like
no, no, no. This is
the old ones.
No, this is funny.
Ah,
Very funny stuff.
yeah, I don't watch many movies anymore.
Uh,
I've been watching a new series on Amazon though. I've been watching a new series. It's called Terminal List. It's really good. It is really, really good so far. It's based off of a book with the same name, Terminal List. And man, when I tell you that it is good, I mean it's good. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty good. Like SEAL Team though, I watched SEAL Team and a friend of mine recommended to me Terminal List, so I'm about to watch that with my buddy. I'm waiting for him to finish SEAL Team because I finished that show and my God, it was amazing. That show was tight. I loved it. I loved every second of it. The characters were amazing. The character struggles were amazing. Man, it was great. It was absolute cinema, I tell you, and it was a TV series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Now we're ready. You ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist who chills in the tall weeds and the high trees and the low seas, hitting the high knees. Sometimes she likes cups of coffee. Sometimes she likes tea a little bit. Sometimes you do. You like iced tea.
Yeah.
On occasion, I've seen you drink it.
Coffee.
Coffee. She likes to hit the high knees. Sometimes she likes to jet ski. Sometimes she likes puppies and kitties. Sometimes she likes to eat my Hot Pocket teas. We call her Davy on Moms.
Hey!
Or maybe my lo mein. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. Yeah, the atrocities. Anyways. But let's get right into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into this. So, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So, be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. Yes. So,
Big bucks, I can tell you.
if you guys want a 4-day
Dinero.
trial, yes,
We like to call it dinero.
yes, dinero.
Chava.
Chava. So,
You know.
yeah,
Yes.
if you know, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out that 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for $1.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash. Yeah. All right. So we called quite a few baggers today. What was this?
61%.
It's not a bagger.
Oh,
Yeah, give me.
it's on the other end. My apologies.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes. Goes the other way.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I got you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So we called quite a few baggers today. We called NAOV prior to its 119% run. We called ZCAR, actually just before the stream, it ran up a nice 142%, actually.
Oh.
142%. Yeah, 142%. Yeah. So, ZCAR had a nice run, 142% prior to the live stream, like literally a few minutes before. And then afterwards, we called quite a few little runners, little baby ones, one little baby, right? We got LGMK, 45%, ETWO, 40%, BJDX, 30%, TRNR, 24%, PAPL, 25%, HTCO, 21%, NVNI, 61%. Yes, sir. All right. So, yeah, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. But, yes, we did call quite a few baggers today. And of course, yesterday we did call a couple as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. We did. Hold on one second. Yeah, like just yesterday, we called ULY 52%, SAGT 53%, GCTK 67%, DMN 97%, PTPI 100%, IVF 103%, NVNI 113%, and JFBR 115%. Yeah, so we're just made different, folks, and the early bird gets the cash. The moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell ya. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. All right. So let's take a look at some stocks, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at ULY. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you want us to take a look at any stocks, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the chat. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me see here. All right. Let me get my thingy over here. Bop. ULY. Okay. Looks a little choppy, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit choppy. A little bit of choppiness. Yeah, a little bit of choppiness. More choppier than the Atlantic Ocean. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, the float is 1.08 million. Volume is 110.03 thousand. Well, that explains why it's choppier than the Atlantic during hurricane season. All right, so this stock currently has very low volume. The float is reasonable, but the volume's lower than the float. Not liking that. There's no news on the stock. No news at all. All right. Let's see here. All right. And, of course, it is above the VWAP. That's good. That's good that it's above the VWAP. Has a bit of a history of being overbought and before that oversold. But that's not it right now. So, you know, it right now it's a little bit on the not overbought, not oversold line over there on the RSI. So you got that going on. It is above the VWAP, but that's about it, man. That's all it's really got going for it. And it's a little bit expensive, a little bit. It's $17 per share. Not really something I'm interested in, me personally. You know, that's not something I'm interested in. So let's check out something else. What else we got? Let's see. Let's check out ZCAR. Actually, NVNI. I want to see NVNI. Because NVNI came in. Oop. Not there. Oopsie. Take that out. Bop. That's not where I meant to type. NVNI. Boom. There we go. All right. NVNI. Currently, NVNI is 73 cents. All right. And they have some news that their annual transition report of foreign and private issuers, it's basically insider buying news in the form of Form 20F. That came out yesterday, but they did have some news that came out this morning at 8 o'clock a.m. NVNI Group Limited reports record 2024 financial results. So that's been pretty good news for them.
8 a.m., yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. NVNI Group Limited is the name of the company. So 61% up currently. Let's scroll down, see what we got. All right, the float for this stock is 13.29 million, a little bit high, a little bit on the high end, not liking that one too much, but the volume is 167,000 and change, which is very good. All right, I don't mind that. All right, I don't mind that. The volume is higher than the float. I like that. It's above the VWAP. It's not overbought and oversold as now. However, it does have a history of. You got resistance all the way down here at 61. Another one all the way over here at 54. Another one at the 53 mark. Another one all the way down at 47. Another one down here at 41. Another one down here at 33. 29. 28, 24, and then 21 all the way over here. So let's zoom in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Let's zoom in the room. All right, so they had a bit of an interesting little thing going on over here. Let me get the graffiti pencil bop right here. All right, so let's get the little lines drawn. There was a bit of a pennant over here, bit of a pennant, bop right there, curled up off the pennant. All right, had a massive descending wedge over meow. All right, bop, and then you could see that it was starting to curl up a little bit, started going down, and basically started doing all that until eventually it started to curl up, made another descending, made a little bit of an ABCD, actually, not a descending wedge, just an ABCD, bop right there. If you could see it, you could see it, bop. Look at that, look at that, look at that, right? And then you got another thing over here. All right, bam. Okay, look at that, pennant. There's a bit of a pennant there, so now it has to make a decision. It has to make a decision whether or not it wants to curl up or if it wants to curl down, right? But right now it is above the VWAP. The volume is looking pretty schmexy at 169 million compared to the float at 13.29 million. So we got that going on. The float again is a little bit high, so in my opinion, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what, the float. And you gotta think about the float a little bit because the float is a little bit high. So because the float's a little bit high, the price action is gonna be a bit less sporadic, which is fine. That's fine. I don't mind that, but it's not gonna be as uppy or downy as you would like. Me personally,
That's right.
you know. So that's what we got going on. That's what we got going on.
Yes.
All right. So we'll have to see what happens here. We'll have to see. All right. Again, it does have a history of being overbought on the RSI.
Okay.
Yish. Yish.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'm back. Alrighty. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. And of course, NVNI needs to hold at the, hold on, the 70-cent mark over here, break through that 73-cent mark for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. You know what I mean? Somewhat schmexy to me. Alrighty, alrighty. What else we got? What else we got over here? Alright. Currently, though, it does look like it's fallen a bit more. And it has to hold VWAP for it to continue to be schmexy. Otherwise, it's not my cup of tea. Although the volume did shoot up to 170 million. Let's check out Kids, KIDZ. KIDZ. All right, let's see what they do. Kids. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Kids.
Like, there was actually a Vine that I saw. Yeah, Vine, right? That's ancient stuff. All right. Vine was around before some people that were playing like games like Fortnite and stuff were around. You know what I mean?
Hey,
What?
take it easy.
I'm saying that there were kids when the kids were young and hey,
Fighting words.
hey, when there were some kids that played Fortnite were not around when there was Vine. It's true. I can't be lying.
Around.
Some
Well, you were around,
small kids, some
but not other.
bigger kids.
I was around.
Yeah.
I was around for that, but there were kids that weren't.
Yeah.
I found that out.
You know,
Like,
I got a soft spot for Fortnite.
I know you do. I know you do.
Okay.
I know.
Don't be disrespecting
But
the
my friend actually mentioned that there were kids that were like,
Huh?
there were kids that like do play Fortnite now, like that were not around for Vine or not around for like, you know, the beginnings of YouTube and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy to think about. It is kind of crazy to think about. I was born in 2000, so it's like, okay, you know, but you know that's the thing, right? So there was a Vine where the guy was like, kids, and then just left, you know, because the kid was like, Dad, it's spooky stuff. He's like, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna get the chancleta. We're gonna cover it in the Vicks, and then bah! No. We're gonna knock him into next Tuesday. He'll never mess with you again.
Wait, gotta mix a little fabuloso, he said.
Gotta mix a little fabuloso, okay?
I love that.
You get your chancleta, you dip it in the Vicks, and then you get a little bit of Fabuloso, because it's going to need that. It's going to need that.
All
All right? You're going to want that to be blessed and baptized by Abuela. And then you're going to want to wind that up as far as you humanly possible and just go, pow, and smack the demon out of him.
Yep, that'll do it.
I know, that'll fix every... Hey,
I think so.
chancleta and Vicks, man.
Yes.
That's how you get the demons away.
Yes.
He's not wrong.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that Vicks is strong.
It's going.
It is
A
strong.
little bit, you know.
KIDZ is moving a little bit. It is moving. It doesn't have any news though. So let's check the volume. I could tell it's a little bit sporadic. It is a little bit sporadic. So let's see. The float is 4.88 million, which is reasonable. Volume is 6.73 million. Actually, 6.93 million now.
Yes.
But the volume is higher, and I like that. I like that the volume is a bit higher. All right, so I'm actually going to draw the patterns here that I'm seeing. All right, so you got a pennant over here, bop, right there. All right, and then you got a little bit of an A to B, B to C, C to D over here. It's a very awkward one, but it's there, right? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Anyways, so it's a bit overbought in the RSI right now, a little bit overbought, but it is above the VWAP, so that's awesome. It was a bit choppy, which indicates that there was some low volume on the stonk earlier, but now the volume has surpassed the float, which is good. That's good. Yeah. However, KIDZ does not have much news. That's the only thing that's really bothering me. And of course, it is overbought in the RSI. So we're gonna it's gonna have to make some changes. Some changes. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to make some changes for it to be interesting to me. You know what I mean? All right. Let's check out ZCAR because ZCAR seems to be curling a bit more. ZCAR, ZCAR. All right. Let me get my drink because I got my little cup and handle.
Why not? Oh.
Have a cup of coffee, nice.
Oh, no, why not? Oh, why not?
Sure.
Why not? Yeah. Yes.
Good one.
Yeah. All right. So, ZCAR did have a nice run. It had a nice run, up 142%. Right now, Mike Tyson would say it was final. Okay, all right. I felt it in my soul.
It is so.
In my soul, I felt that.
Yes, you did.
All right.
You felt it. It is so.
In my soul.
152%.
152%. 157. Okay, excuse me. 157. Oh, excuse me. She's fancy. Give me that. Raggy. No.
It's the wrong one. Sorry.
What the? What?
They talk about
Who is that?
Yeah.
Raggy. That one makes sense. Well, you. Okay. Scooby-Doo laugh to assert dominance, kids. That's what you do.
Okay then. Yeah.
There was actually a video of this guy cleaning a tank, right? Obviously, guy's in the military, right? He's cleaning this tank.
Yeah.
And he hears some noise from, like, the other side of the tube of the tank that fires the cannons, right? And he says, hello? And all he hears on the other side is an echo that says, ree!
Oh, God.
Meaning his boy was in that tank just messing with him. He's just like, what?
No.
Ah, yes.
That's not right at all.
This is why I love our troops, man. They're funny. They're funny, man. They're funny.
Sure they are.
They got a sense of humor. If you're gonna be cleaning a tank and your boy is on the other side just going ree, I'm sorry.
No.
That's funny.
No.
Y'all are funny as heck.
No.
All right. That is that stuff right there.
By the way, kids is rolling.
Kids is rolling a little bit at 71%. Yeah, but you're excused. You mean my pen that you steal?
My pen,
Oh wait, yeah, no, it's the white one. Okay. Stealing.
Yeah.
But you do steal Coach's pens. I think Coach can vouch for that. Because
Kleptomania. Got nothing on her.
kleptomania is crazy.
Well, here comes
Got
kids.
nothing on her.
Kids is coming up.
Klepto.
The kids is coming up. Yes, it is.
Peter the horse is here. Alright, if you know, you know. Alright, kids.
Kids.
79% kids.
Yes. Kids
All right.
82.
Kids. K-I-D-Z. K-I-D-Z. Let's see. 82%.
Yes,
Let's see.
sir.
All right. I mean, hey, we did say the kids was going to be moving.
82.
I did say that I was liking this one. This one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my graffiti pencil. All right. Alrighty there, Bob.
Yes, sir.
All right, currently up 82%. It's moving up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. It's moving up in the world. Kids just came out with some news, by the way, that Classover Holdings Inc., which is the name of the company, and is entering into a $400 million equity purchase facility agreement to launch Seoul-based Treasury Secretary. Strategy, excuse me. That's Treasury Secretary.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I saw the news.
Yes.
All right. Treasury Strategy. And the float is 4.88 million, very reasonable. Volume is 15.71. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. Kids is moving on up. It hit a new high, new high, new high, new high. 91%, 93%, 94%. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, here we go.
100%. Third bagger. Third bagger. Third bagger. What I say? What did I say? Give me that. Give me that. No. No, you do not. Kids. Kids. KIDZ is now 100%.
I gotta write this down with a pen. Hurry up. You.
I'll do it again. I'll freaking do it again.
Figures.
I'll do it again.
Beep.
If you know that video, you know that video. Anyway,
Okay. There we
by
go.
the legend. Anyway.
Yes, sir. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
what's-
Yeah, kids, 100%.
Yes.
There we go. Bagger after bagger. It looks like it's going to try to do it again. Maybe. Maybe. Could it do it again? Could it do it again?
I don't know.
Hit a nice high of $2.31. Can it do it again? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little bit overbought on the RSI. A little bit overbought on the RSI, so it does seem to be moving down a bit more. But again, it's overbought on the RSI, so yeah, it makes sense. Very much so above the VWAP, though. It is above the VWAP. So that's what we got going on so far, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, though, kids is trying to curl, keep that momentum. You know what I mean? That momentum. All right. And let's see here. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. All right. So it's got to break through the 231 mark. Has to break through. Has to hold at the 209 mark over here. The 191 mark over here. The 175 mark over here. The 149 mark over here. 154 over there. Over here. And then, of course, you got 134 over meow. 122 over meow. Now, you meow, me meow. Alright? And then 112 right there. Actually, 111 right. 111 over here. A little bit of a pennant over here. A little bit of a pennant. Little pennant action. Alright? So, we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, I did have that massive shot upward, and I love that. So, let's see what happens with it, man. We shall see. We shall see. Right now, kids is doing an interesting little job. It's trying to curl up a little bit. It is trying to curl up. It is trying to curl a little bit. But we'll see, man. It could either be that. It could either be a pennant, or it could be... Wait. It's trying again. It's trying again. Hey.
Okay.
It shot up again.
It shut up again.
230.
102.
102. Yeah.
102.
What we
Kids
learned.
have news.
That
Yes.
kid has news.
Yes.
Read the news.
Crossover Holdings enters into $400 million equity purchase facility agreement to launch Seoul-based treasury strategy. Yeah, so 102.
102.
102.
Yes, sir.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
Very nice.
Yes,
yes.
much.
We like you.
My name is Borat. I like you. Well, I can't finish that
No.
statement. It's nice.
It's just nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool.
I need to rewatch that movie. I need to
Yeah.
That is a movie I would rewatch. Coach and I saw that movie, and I'm sorry, we were rolling, man. It was too funny. Because the guy was actually doing pranks in real life. That's the thing, right? He wasn't, he was just messing around with people at this point. He was just saying the most outlandish stuff and just having people just react to it. And they were like legitimate reactions. Now, obviously, he probably hammed some up, you know what I mean? But some of them were legitimate reactions, which was hilarious. Because he just walk up to people, say the most uncanny stuff, and then immediately people just look at him like he had 3 heads. Like, what is wrong with you?
Plenty, apparently.
Oh no, it's Sacha Baron Cohen, man. It's Sacha Baron Cohen. You can't fault the man. He cuckoo, but he is funny. He gone, but he is funny. He is funny. Okay. I'll give him his flowers there. He's funny, and he's been playing Borat for more than just 2 movies. That was like a reoccurring character on like a little TV show. So yeah.
Was it a TV show?
Well, yeah, he originally Borat was a recurring character. No, not like a cartoon. No, like a regular show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
And he got so popular that eventually he got his own movie. That's how it went, apparently. Which I was surprised to find out. But he'll go on interviews and just say the most outlandish stuff. All right. He was doing like funny YouTube pranks before funny YouTube pranks were cool. Right, and I'm not talking like the ones that like, oh, you know, they're obnoxious. No, I mean like the ones that are actually funny. Like, you know, like there was one guy that did a nerd. There was one guy that did like a nerd that like starts rapping. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, ladies and gentlemen, but there's one where there's like a guy that pretends to be a nerd, like this really dorky, nerdy dude, right?
Sounds familiar.
The stereotypical nerd. And then just starts breaking out the rhymes. All right? And the rhymes are absolute fire. He went into like, you know, he went to different places. He went into like, you know, rough neighborhoods. He went into good neighborhoods, etc. Hold on. Wait. It seems like KIDZ is now 111%.
Oh my.
111%.
Oh my.
111%. Man, they like the rapping nerd dude, don't they? Doesn't KIDZ kids like the rapping nerd dude?
Yes, 111%.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the same guy actually has a channel where he and his friends take care of a bunch of Labrador puppies.
Labrador puppies.
Yeah.
Labrador puppies.
Yeah. I found that out from Coach because Coach liked watching his pranks because the pranks were actually funny. Like, the guy would be laying on the beach right next to somebody and just be like, hi, how are you? I'm just going to lay here now. It's just like, wait, what? Hey! He's like, what?
Yeah.
Can you scoot over? But it's comfy here. Get your butt. Wait, it's moving up again. It's moving up again. It's moving up again. 112, 115, 115.
Humanity.
Oh, yeah.
116.
Yeah.
116%.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Apparently.
See?
It likes your stories. It's yapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
It does.
I
It
guess
does.
likes it.
116.
116.
I'm going to take that.
God,
No.
Give me my pen, please.
Can you give me my lo mein back? Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
regurgitate that 2 years ago. Good idea.
Uh-huh.
Let's do that. All right.
She still owes me for that low main.
What we say, 168. Cool. Alright. Okay.
I actually love low main though. So I was very depresso espresso. I was looking forward to that too. I was gonna have that for lunch. I'm like, I was gonna demolish that, right? I was gonna demolish that lo mein, and she just came up and just ate my lo mein. I was the
When
big
were you
sad.
gonna do it? That was gonna be the question.
It was the day after I had the thing in the fridge.
Oh Lord.
You evil gnome.
Oh stop.
Gnome.
Lord.
All right. All right. Although KIDZ has to break through this little area over here. All right, there we go. All right, 120.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Here
120.
we go.
120 has to break through that little line, though. Has to break through that line.
120.
Yeah.
120.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
120.
120. Yes.
Yes, 120.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
120.
Yeah.
Yes. 120%.
120%.
How lovely.
Yes, how lovely
That's
indeed.
nice.
How lovely indeed. It is 120.
120.
All right. A little bit overbought though on the RSI, so it might. It looks like it's trying to curl down a little bit. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's see. Because it could also be potentially, maybe, possible shoulder head shoulder. You never know. So I hope not. I hope not. I hope it keeps going up. But it did have a nice run up 120.
Yeah.
120. Give me that.
120.
120. Let's see here. 120%. All right. 123% now.
Oh,
Ah.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh. All right. I'm going to actually take this, rewrite it, because it's getting a little messy over there. NAOV 119%. All right. Then you got ZCAR, which we called earlier this morning. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, as well as check out that 4-day trial for real-time alerts and scanners while supplies last. Because, hey, that's not going to be around forever. I'm telling you, it's not going to be around forever. All right, so take advantage of the offer while it's there. We already called 3 baggers, ladies and gentlemen. 3 baggers. We called NAOV 119%, ZCAR, which went up a nice 157%, KIDZ, which went up a nice 123%. All right, and the day is still young, ladies and gentlemen. The day is still young.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. The day is still young, man. All right, let me get my graffiti pencil so I can mark the new high over here. Boom. There we go. Has to break through 231 and has to hold that 231, break through that 259 for it to be more schmexy chumir. But right now it did have a nice move already. It had a nice move already. So that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on. All right. Then we got NVNI. We called that one earlier this morning, and it went up 61%. Okay. Then we got LGMK. Yes, we called that one. That one went up a nice 45%. There we go. You got ETWO. ETWO. That one went up 40%. All right. Then you got BJDX. 30%. 30%. All right. PAPL. PAPL. Which went up a nice 25%. Yes, right there. All right. Then you got TRNR. That one went up a nice 24%. All right. Then you got HTCO. That one went up a nice 21%. So that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we're doing right now. We're chilling, ladies and gentlemen. We are chilling. Let's see what ABVE is doing, because ABVE just came in. So, yeesh. And before we do, though, KIDZ looks like it is consolidating a little bit. It's trying to move down a little bit to compensate for being overbought. So that makes sense, right? And then you got this little number over here, bop, right there. It looks like it's forming a bit of a descending wedge. And all it has to do really is break the descending wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Now, if it catches fire again, well, can't be mad about that now, can I? All right, let's check out ABVE, though.
Yep. ABV.
All right, ABVE doesn't look like it has much volume. Let's check the float over here. All right, 16.04 million. That is the float. The float is a little bit high. All right, volume is 373,000. Not liking that too much, ladies and gentlemen. Volume is lower than the float. Not liking that. Not schmexy. Up 18%. Has news that came out yesterday that Above Food Ingredients Inc. and Palm Global Technologies advanced their strategic merger with definitive agreements expected to be signed imminently. So right now, it needs some more volume for it to even be remotely schmexy to me. And it also has to break a couple of support and resistance lines right over me. Alright, so you got 215 over nya. You have to break the 209 over nya. You have to break through you have to hold above $2. It has to hold above 187. All right, that's a support line right there. Got another support line all the way over here at 178. Got another one all the way over here at 167. All right, that's what you got going on. And then of course you got another one over here at 139. Another one over there at 125. And then of course you got some more between that, like 129. You got another one over here at the 156 mark. Another one at 146 over there. So this stonk would have to hold the $2 mark, break through 209 and then 215 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. And it needs volume for it to be schmexy to me. As of now, it is sort of the only reason it's really moving is on yesterday's news, which, you know, that's yesterday's news, not today's news. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember, share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring.
Yes,
and of course, if you want access to our private Discord, where we call our pre-market alerts early-ish, you could join. You can find the link in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out. $1.99 for a 4-day trial.
Yes.
Be sure to check it out while supplies last, because, ladies and gentlemen, the deal will be going out soon, man. It'll be going out soon. Okay? Yeah. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And, of course, I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist. The one, the only, the bushy-tailed Serengeti stunk queen who loves to hang in the tall trees and the high weeds and the tall seas, hitting them high knees with 2 cups of coffee. She likes to watch videos of puppies and kitties. Sometimes she likes to mess around with fishies, right? And then, of course, she likes to get shot out the cannon and she goes wee. Sometimes she likes to eat my lo mein. We call her Debbie Mom for the past 2 years. It was some good lo mein, man.
Oh, man.
Just ate it all. Depresso espresso.
Yes.
I miss that lo mein. I think about that lo mein sometimes.
Uh-huh.
How delicious it would have been if I had it for lunch. But of course you stole it. You took it from me. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, but for real, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Take care of your families. Much love. Have a wonderful Thursday and even better Friday. We will see you on Friday. And then, of course, a restful Saturday and Sunday so you can rest, recoup, and come back stronger than you were before, making more money. You know what I mean? All right? So, take care of yourselves. Much love. It's Double Nick.